Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's scrapbook journal with me session, I'll be documenting a lovely morning I recently spent with my extended family, a breakfast date at Pancake House in Magallanes, Makati City, Philippines. It was a special catch-up with my cousin who came home from a short visit from Australia, so I really wanted to preserve this memory in my journal. For memory keeping, I'm using my Traveler's Company brown standard size Traveler's Notebook along with a 002 grid insert. For this particular page, I'm working with tiny printed photos including food shots from our breakfast at Pancake House, a family photo from that morning, and a picture of that dish I really enjoyed at Doon Thai and Asian fusion cuisine, which was the green curry chicken. I also saved the logo of Pancake House that I cut from the paper placemat they gave us. So this is a fun little ephemera piece that adds a nice personal touch to the layout. So just a bit of background for those unfamiliar. Pancake House is a well-loved breakfast spot here in the Philippines. It's been around since the 1970s and is known for its nostalgic charm and comforting food. So think fluffy pancakes, classic omelets, and home-style spaghetti. It's one of those places where families have been dining for generations. In this layout, I'm arranging the Pancake House elements, the logo and food shots in a neat grid at the top part of the page. I love using grid layouts for structure, especially when I want the photos to look clean and organized. At the bottom of the page, I'm placing the photo of my green curry chicken from Doon. For this section, I'm going for a different style, something more loose and organic. Here, I'm using a piece of crumpled craft paper with a stamped image of a leaf. It actually came from a packaging of a stationery purchase I made years ago. I kept it because I just knew it would come in handy for journaling someday, and here we are. Do you also save bits of paper or packaging to reuse in your journals? I'd love to know what kind of recycled materials you've repurposed creatively. Let me know in the comments. I also chose this craft paper because the warm brown shade ties in beautifully with the overall color theme of the spread. I like my pages to feel cohesive, especially in spreads that span 2 pages, even if they are different journal entries on separate dates. Having a visual connection between the left and right pages creates a more harmonious look when flipping through the journal. It helps the entire spread feel intentional and visually pleasing rather than disconnected or cluttered. So, for example, this washi tape I'm using has soft shades of orange, red, and green, which not only matches the graph paper and photos on today's page, but it also echoes the colors from my previous entry on the left side. Here, I'm building a mini collage using the torn leaf craft paper, a strip of washi tape, a food photo, and a circle sticker. If you notice, the Pancake House section has a very structured look. Everything is aligned straight in a grid. In contrast, the Doon collage is more playful, the elements are slanted, and I tore the edges of the craft paper for a relaxed textured look. I like doing this to create visual contrast between sections. It helps highlight that these were two different dining experiences. So, as a journaling tip, if you want to show a change in mood or location within the same spread, try mixing layout styles to emphasize that shift. Next, I'm writing the names of the two restaurants using my Traveler's Company alphabet stencil. I'm writing Pancake House vertically on the left side and Doon horizontally at the bottom. I like mixing directions like this because it adds visual interest without making the page feel too busy. To make the titles pop, I'm shading them in with a dark red Stabilo fine liner for Pancake House, which reflects the cozy breakfast tones, and a green for Doon, inspired by the color of the green curry chicken I enjoyed there. Now for the fun part, adding stickers. The Family Day sticker is perfect for the theme. It also includes a breakfast theme sticker to complete the look. These small accents really help bring the story to life visually. Now let's move on to the journaling part. Here I'm writing about our breakfast experience at Pancake House, like what I ordered, how the omelette was savory and delicious, and how the souffle pancake, though it looked beautiful, tasted a bit bland. I also wrote about the dishes we ordered at Doon Thai Restaurant. But more than the food, what made the day special was being able to catch up with family. My cousin who lives in Australia was home for a short visit, and it meant a lot to share a relaxed meal and talk about life, memories, and what's new. It's not every day we get to be in the same place at the same time. Sometimes it's really hard to align everyone's schedules, especially when someone lives overseas or has a busy routine. But mornings like this are a beautiful reminder of how important it is to make time for family, even if it's just over coffee and pancakes. At the end of the day, it's those meaningful conversations, shared laughter, and quiet togetherness that stay in your heart far longer than the food or the photos. And that's what I hope to capture in this journal page. Not just the events, but the feelings that came with them. I'm so glad I was able to document this day, not just for the food, but for the moments shared. Journaling helps me hold onto these little pockets of joy and togetherness. Before we go, I would love to know, do you also use recycled or found materials in your journals? What's the most interesting item you've repurposed? Share your answers in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my memory keeping and traveler's notebooks playlist, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you won't miss the next Journal with Me session. Thanks for journaling, and I'll see you next time. Bye!